Indian markets have extended the losses this afternoon, especially in a volatile session ahead of the end of this December series derivative contracts which expire tomorrow. Talking about overall, the Sensex and the Nifty both are trading more than 0.1% lower, and it's in the red. And before paring gains, the morning gains which we saw, both these indices, the major indices, have slipped in the red. Now, broader markets also are performing almost in line with the benchmark indices, and both the mid-cap Nifty mid-cap is also in the red. Let's talk about sector-wise, talking about banks and financials. This is one of the sectors which have been under pressure today, and most of the stocks under these are also under pressure after RBI said that nearly 40% of the outstanding loans under moratorium and Indians banking as well as NBFC sectors may face a sharp deterioration in asset quality going forward, and that is why banks and NBFCs, both these sectors, have been under pressure today. The financials are under pressure. Moving on to some of the stock specifics, we'll talk about UPL, which is gaining in trade. It's up as much as 3%, and it's become the top Nifty performer on Nifty 50 after the agrochemical company has actually pared its gross debt. Now, the company has completed the prepayment of around 410 million of 3.25 senior notes, which was due actually in 2021. So prepayment is surely giving investors a boost, and we're seeing that the shares have jumped today in trade as much as 3%. Now, latest news coming in this afternoon, we have in the pharma space on the COVID vaccine front is that the Oxford University as well as AstraZeneca's COVID vaccine is authorized by the UK authorities and agencies for use. So positive news coming in for AstraZeneca, and the stock is up as much as 3.3% in trade. Talking about JSPL, the company's stock is up as much as 1% after the company has received an award for a regular supplier status from the Indian Railways, and this will be to supply around 60 kgs of 880 grade rails to the Indian Railways. So this is the first private company which has actually gotten such a status and order. So very positive sign for JSPL, and surely we're seeing that the stock is buzzing in trade. Moving on to JMC Project. So we have a couple of news flows coming in on the project wins. The first one is JMC Project. Stock is up as much as 2.8% after JMC Projects has received an order to build projects for building projects in South India, and the total value of these orders is 698 crores. Now, talking about another company which has received an order is Kalpataru Power. Stock is up as much as 2.7% in trade this afternoon after it's received new orders for around 900 crores. So big orders coming in for both these companies. Also, now talking on the front where we are seeing one of the losers today is Paisalo Digital. The stock is tumbled as much as 10% in trade after Elara India Opportunities Fund has reduced stake in the company to 1.6%. From previously what it was holding was 4.37%, and that's why the stock is tanking in trade. So these are the stocks that have been moving in trade, and overall the markets have been a bit on the flattish side. So let's keep an eye out on how it ends today in trade.